if anybody on planet Earth can
It would
get
be
Brittany Griner out of jail, it is
Yeah.
Dennis Rodman.
Yeah.
I'm in on that.
Yeah.
Dennis Rodman can get her. He'll get her out tomorrow,
Yeah.
dude. This is a day ago that he said that. Brittany, you're
They're
coming home
already in
tomorrow.
Russia right now, in negotiations.
He's not even in negotiation. He's just having a beer with Putin.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I'll get her out. Don't worry about it. What's up, guys? Welcome to episode number 2 of Good Point, Bro. We appreciate everyone that tuned in for episode 1, especially the clips. Watch the full thing. We appreciate it. Hopefully, we only get better from here. We know the first one, I think the sound was pretty low.
Yeah.
In the main part.
The music was really loud.
Yeah, the music was loud, the sound was low, so hopefully we can kind of adjust that a little bit,
Yeah.
and I'm sure it'll get better as we go. Also, the lighting was a little bit different this time. It's like a warm light. I don't know how that looks, so just let me know in the comments, because I think last time we used a white LED and then natural lighting, but we didn't have that option today because it's 8, as you can see on the clock behind me, it's 8:10. So
I didn't know that clock works.
it's actually 8 minutes ahead, but I didn't want to say 8:02 and then be like, it says 8:10 on that clock behind you.
Oh. Yeah. You've had that for a while.
Yeah, that clock is so fast, and then after it gets like 30 minutes ahead, I'm like, all right, and then I redo it, and then it just goes fast again. But anyway, I thought we would kick off today's episode with Cameron displaying a public apology to Kevin Durant.
It's not an apology. Kevin Durant just came to his senses finally.
Turn your mic, yeah, a little bit lower.
All right, my bad.
You're good.
But Katie decided to stay in Brooklyn, which I was saying there was no other better situation for him. If he gets traded, then he goes to a team that has to give up so many pieces. They're probably not even a title contender. And so he said that, or they said that he met with ownership, and that him and the GM and Steve Nash decided to, keep moving forward, and that Katie decided to stay. And it was reported that Katie and Kyrie had a workout together.
Yeah, and that they're like good again.
Yeah.
But also,
it's so,
I guess
their relationship is so weird to me.
Yeah,
because
it's like, but they're both like, they're both those type of people. Like, so the going back
outside of the box.
Yeah, they think weird, but like, going back to what I was gonna say, I think that they lose, they get swept in the first round by the Celtics. KD's on his way back, pissed off. Kyrie's hurt. Kyrie didn't get vaccinated. He didn't play the whole season. We shouldn't have lost. We have a good team.
Yeah.
We have Seth Curry now. We're deep. Ben Simmons won't play. Just frustrated with how the season ended.
Yeah.
And he's like, get me out of here.
Yeah.
And then he's like, once he, came back and he's like, fire Steve Nash, fire the GM. I think there was one other guy.
Yeah, he wanted to fire the GM. I forget what his name
trade me, one of the two.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what he said. I think that was his way of kind of like starting to backtrack.
I think that that was his last straw. He was trying to get traded so bad. He was like, fire the GM or head coach.
I also think that
take on it.
It was a little weird because it's not one of those situations where they either trade him now or he's going to just sign somewhere else. Dude has like 3 years left. So he had...
Yeah, he has 4 years. This is his first year of his extension.
Yeah, of 3 years after this.
Why would the Brooklyn Nets
that's what I'm saying. He has zero leverage.
Yeah, which is good because the owners
the way that they handled that situation in Brooklyn was perfect.
Yeah, they didn't cave.
They
waited it out.
Well, when he said the coaches thing, I think their owner came out and he was like,
yeah, we're sticking with our guy.
Yeah, we like Steve Nash.
Which is good because, the players meeting is coming up or with the owners. And the owners are pissed because of load management. Guys get wanting out.
Superstars have too much control.
Yeah,
basically.
They have way too much control.
Yeah.
So it was a power move for the owners in the NBA, and it was a good thing.
I mean, here KD is back on the team. He'll probably play, or he will play.
And they should
Kyrie's
be. They're going to be a.
Which is the way it should be.
Team.
That's how it should be.
Yeah.
You can't sign for 4 years and then be like, never mind. Like, you shouldn't have signed. First of all, like, if I take a job somewhere, my options are to quit and come home
and the grass
just stick it out.
The grass isn't always greener.
It's definitely not, and I think he, learned that. Otherwise, he'd still be in Golden State.
Yeah.
And what's funny is, I think I heard Shannon say this today, but he has to know in the back of his mind that one championship with the Brooklyn Nets and Kyrie is more important and more significant to his legacy than the
For
two in
sure.
Golden State. Because
If he wins one with
the Nets were
Brooklyn, then
trash. New
yeah.
Jersey Net, like they were bad.
Yeah.
And he goes to a franchise that's bad, makes it his own, brings Kyrie, which he wouldn't win without Kyrie. Everybody needs like a number two. They need an all-star like that. It's not like it's not his team. It's Kevin Durant's team. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Alex
Yeah,
Howland.
Allie's howling downstairs. Our dog. I don't know if anybody else has dogs like this, but when sirens go by, she likes to howl at them.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but if you guys hear anything like that, it's just the dog.
Yeah.
It's just the dog.
Yeah.
It's just our blind dog.
I
Yeah,
was thinking. I wanted to talk about this. I saw you see those pictures Draymond had his wedding, and like
No.
Steph was there, LeBron was there, like all
Really?
these different guys.
LeBron was
but,
at Draymond's
yeah,
wedding.
yeah, they're dogs, but KD wasn't there. Like,
He
I
didn't
don't
invite
think he was
KD.
invited, which is just funny to me.
I thought they made amends. I guess not
I guess
that good.
they did. They're just not,
I'll look that up.
they're just not beefing. But I don't think they're cool.
But yeah, Draymond's wedding.
I
guest
mean, what do you
list
think
shows
KD thinks
NBA
about that?
loves
That's funny.
Warrior star Matt Barnes. Matt Barnes is there.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Matt Barnes seems like a pretty cool, good guy.
Yeah,
I mean, when
cool.
he's on those
I like his
ESPN and
him
stuff.
on NBA Today.
But yeah, so I guess that pretty much solidifies that Kyrie will at least be there till a trade deadline. He's gonna start the year in Brooklyn.
Yeah, he's not.
He's
Yeah,
not.
unless things just, let's say play bad, which I don't.
Unless they either
They're
play
gonna be a
bad
top
or
4
somebody gives
seed.
somebody
Yeah,
crazy to the Nets for him.
yeah,
Which I was about to bring up about how this morning before the news broke about KD, I was gonna bring up about how the Grizzlies tried to get KD
yeah. I saw that too.
and they offered him they were like
was the
Desmond
worst
Bane's
trade
untouchable. Like all
Jaren
these guys
Jackson Jr.
was untouchable.
Yeah,
Why?
that's my thing. Is like
Either
why
you
do
rather
you
keep the team you have or you don't.
like? It's so hard to win a championship in sports. You have to go all in.
Yeah.
Like
yes,
I don't know why all these teams are holding on to their young players. Like you have to have him. I don't know if John Morant can be that guy to take you to a championship.
Here's the thing about John Morant.
Kevin Durant, we know, can be a guy that can take
Yeah,
you
Kevin
to a
Durant can.
championship.
But here's
He
the thing
can be
about
the best player on the championship
John
team.
Morant is that whenever I see these smaller athletic guards, that aren't the best shooters, but they can shoot a little bit, but mostly they just kind of create their own shots in close to the basket. It seems like they all are really injury prone because they play so physical.
Yeah.
They hit big guys. Obviously the first person you think of is Derrick Rose.
Rip.
But I just feel like a guy like that, even if he does lead you to something like that, his lifespan seems so short. He's gonna miss 20 games a year injured.
I don't know why, but it just, for me, John Morant seems different. Like, he's just built different. Like, I think his shooting's gonna get better. He's not a
bad shooter.
as bad as Derrick Rose. I mean, Derrick Rose wasn't a terrible 3-point shooter, but he wasn't good. I think he's better than Derrick Rose was at 3-point shooting.
Yeah, I'm sure, but that's a lot more of a staple of the game now.
Yeah,
He has to be now.
yeah, that's true. 2012, it wasn't as much, but it was heading towards that.
Yeah, it was.
But yeah,
But Derrick Rose now I think shoots a lot better. But maybe he has to.
I mean, he's a good 6-man.
But yeah, so I mean, and then the Warriors didn't have to trade anything for Kevin Durant. He just walks in. They have their main staple, Clay,
Yeah.
Steph,
All they had to do
Draymond.
was
I
give him
think
Harrison Barnes, who flamed out. and
Harrison
they
Barnes, who
had-
everybody thought was going to be like a staple role player of a
Yeah.
team, and turned out to
Well,
be
he averaged 20 a game
for them.
Yeah,
Because
and had the worst finals.
that's another thing.
He had
How
the worst finals of all time.
is Steve Kerr
The worst.
underrated?
I think. Well, you got to feel bad for Mark Jackson, who was the coach before Steve Nash.
Steve
Because
Kerr.
he had. Yeah. Oh, I meant Steve. My bad.
Yeah,
Steve
you're good.
Kerr. But he had Steph, Clay, and Dre, and they won a bunch of games, 50+ games in 2014. 2014. The
When
last year LeBron was on the Heat.
Miami hit that buzzer beater.
Yeah,
in that regular season
year.
game?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they actually played well against the Spurs in the playoffs. They were a good team, like a Western Conference Finals team. And Mark Jackson was the coach of the year, and they fired him. And Steph actually wanted to keep Mark Jackson, and they fired him and hired Steve Kerr. But you gotta feel bad for Mark Jackson, just how that played out.
Where's he at now? He's still in the.
As much as Steve
still
Kerr,
coaching somewhere.
Steve Kerr is a great coach, but I mean, they're winning those championships
Steve Kerr's the perfect
with
coach
or
for that
without
team,
him.
though.
I mean, they're winning those chips with or without him.
For me, Golden State's
Doesn't matter.
yeah, I mean maybe he doesn't. No, he's not anywhere. I know he does. He does like analytic stuff for like ESPN, doesn't he? Mark Jackson.
Yeah,
Or is it
he's an announcer with Jeff Van Gundy
okay?
and Mike Greenberg. Pretty sure that's his name.
Mike Greenberg from Mike and Mike.
No, that's
That's
wrong.
Mike.
I forget that old guy that does like bang and all that.
Yeah.
I forget what his name
With
is.
no regard for
Yeah.
human life. Dude, those
That's a different guy.
what?
Yeah.
That's a different guy.
Yeah, that's a different guy. Cause I've watched those clips like
Yeah, dude,
100.
religiously.
Yeah.
Every Sunday morning, you walk
Yeah.
downstairs and start
Yeah.
listening to
That's
that.
what I start my day off with. Just LeBron highlights.
Yeah. LeBron, his 3-pointer won't go. Chris Bosh with the rebound, back out to Ray Allen. His 3-pointer, bang, tie game.
Yeah.
That's him.
The best
that's one of the
LeBron
best
call
calls
is
ever.
The block too, on Iguodala.
Blocked
On
by
our
James. I know, original intro.
Oh.
Yeah, so we had an intro with stuff like that in it. If you guys know about copyright, please comment because I don't know anything about copyright. So I was kind of scared to post it, but so I didn't. So I just made another one that has nothing. That I just made it myself, so it doesn't have any attachment to anything. But anyway, at the end of that intro, it showed LeBron going for the block, and right when he hits the ball, it turns black and then says "Good point, bro."
Yeah.
The name of our
It's a
broadcast.
fire intro.
It was fire,
Hope we
but
can use it.
yeah, maybe one day we can use
Did you see LeBron said he's not gonna let himself not be 1 or 2 in the
it.
league?
Yeah, so like, I guess it seems like this offseason he's taking it kind of personal that people have him like 5, 6.
Hashtag Watch King.
At
Part
least
2.
in the handful of those guys, he's gonna be him. So like, what's crazy is he's playing in those pro-am games.
Yeah.
He's playing in the Drew League.
He's acting like he's like 28.
Yeah, he's playing like as
Yeah.
like Chet Holmgren. Did you see that? He played Chet. So he played Chet
Really?
in the pro-am game last night,
He was
and
with Tatum.
bodied
last
him.
game, right? Oh, really?
which Chet played it well. So don't get me wrong, Chet, he's a good player. He has like
He's gotta
athleticism.
get bigger.
He's too small, dude.
Yeah.
So he
He's
plays
so
he
skinny.
plays good defense. Like LeBron has to
Yeah.
throw up this terrible
He's just bigger,
shot.
stronger.
Yeah, LeBron
Yeah.
throws up this like I don't know, over his head, weird shot, hits the backboard, doesn't hit rim. His teammate cleans it up for him. But regardless, Chet comes up limping like he hurt his leg or whatever. Chet played good defense. That's the problem is he's getting hurt on not routine,
Yeah.
but just like an average NBA play
Yeah.
where a guy like
It's a
LeBron
physical brand of
isn't even
basketball.
playing 100%.
Yeah. No,
And-
he's got to gain weight. I mean, he's not gonna be, especially
Yeah.
playing center.
He's
gonna be
not going
big.
to play center.
Yeah.
He's not going to play. He's going to play the wing. But
Think of how big like Karl Anthony Towns,
Yeah.
Joel Embiid, Jokic is. They have some beef on them.
yeah,
They're big
Yeah,
guys.
like-
huge guys.
to me, like I think Chet has skills.
And
I
they
think
get
he's
injured all
a
the time,
good
too.
basketball player, but I just don't think the difference for me is when you saw Giannis coming into the league. Yeah, he was skinny, he was small, but dude, he was bony and broad. Like
Yeah.
he looked
He
like
had-
this
he
guy's
had-
gonna
yeah.
fill out.
Yeah.
Chet to me looks like a second grader, and there's no room for like filling out. Like his shoulders look like they're cut off.
Do you know what I saw about you were talking about Giannis and how he's kind of jacked now?
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, him and KD weigh the same.
Yeah, I've seen that before.
That's
And they're like 1 inch
crazy.
apart.
Yeah, that makes no sense to me. 'Cause
Yeah, I guess
KD
there's a
is
lot of factors that
skinny.
could go into that. But yeah,
Yeah.
KD's, which that's the other thing. Chet is gonna have to play a game similar to KD,
Yeah,
to be successful in the NBA. He's not gonna be able to play 5 and be successful, and especially get like with a team like the Thunder. I mean, like,
I mean,
What do you do?
he's still a rookie, so he can gain.
yeah,
some
he's
weight,
got
but
plenty of time. But yeah, so
I like
he'll
his
be-
attitude though. He's a beast.
he's cool.
Like he has a lot of flair.
Yeah, he's a cool
He'd
guy,
be good for the league.
definitely. But anyway, I guess we can move off the NBA a little bit. As you guys know, we're Alabama fans. You can tell by the blanket. I'm wearing an Alabama sweatshirt today. Cameron's wearing all black like it's a funeral. But
Ninja.
anyway, Nick Saban extended through 2030, $11.7 million per year, which passes Kirby, who was at 11.2, who just signed this offseason, to 11.2 for the next 10 years. So he'll be there through 32. Yeah, I mean, Saban's the king, man. He's got to get paid the most.
Absolutely.
Got to get paid the most. If anybody in the state of Alabama doesn't like Nick Saban,
6 titles in
they should move.
12 years?
How many in the next 7?
2.
2 in the next 7?
Yeah. Should have won last year.
I think 2. That's the thing, dude. Alabama's. I know, like maybe people will be like, "Oh man, you're so biased." Like, look,
Bryce Young's
like
got to get one.
that's
Bryce
so
Young's
that's
the best
one of
college
two
quarterback
things I was
I've
gonna
ever
say.
seen.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
never seen somebody who can like just has so intelligent. And that's what I was telling.
The way
I
he
forget
held
what I was
himself
telling, but
after those games.
yeah, his
too.
attitude is amazing. And he, on his off games, like the Texas A&M game, he
Mhm.
didn't play that good, but his floor is so much better than anybody I've ever seen. It's like when he has a bad game, he's still like super productive, and just doesn't like let it get to his head and just have a horrible game. Like he
Right.
still makes plays and stuff. I've just never seen that.
But I think that this loss last year was so good for Alabama because I feel like every year that we have this team where they know what the standard is, but they haven't felt that confetti, it makes
Yeah.
such a big difference.
Yeah.
Like once we win the first one, I think that's another reason why it's so hard to repeat because you mostly have the same guys that just won the year before. They know what it feels like. They know it feels good, but they're not hungry for it. They're not like I have to. It's my senior year. If I don't get one now, I'm not getting one.
What do you think
And
about Will Anderson being ranked over Bryce Young?
what do you mean?
They released the top 50 college football players going into next season.
Really?
It was Will Anderson 1. I think Bryce Young was 3, which is
C.J. Stroud was 2?
No, he wasn't ahead of him. It was some other
Defender?
Yeah, something like that.
I mean, that's how it is, man. Those DNs and
Yeah,
like
they
those
put him
linebackers,
over quarterbacks
they
now.
they love
They
those.
rank
They're so
Aaron
important
Donald
to the
number
team,
1 in the NFL.
Yeah, I mean,
But to me, like a quarterback has to be
a
the best
quarterback's the
player
most
in the league.
vital position
Maybe
in
in all
football.
of sports. It might be in all of sports.
Yeah, there's that pitching.
Yeah. I mean, I think the quarterback is the most important position. And
Yeah,
think about this. Okay, so you had Jared Goff on the Rams.
right.
The literal difference of them
Matt
winning the Super
Stafford.
Bowl was Matt Stafford.
That's true.
That's
Well,
the
Jared Goff went to the
difference
Super
of
Bowl.
them. Yeah, and lost. That's the difference from winning the Super Bowl and just getting to it. And Jared Goff wasn't. I don't know what the heck happened to Jared Goff, but that year he was
Good.
He was good. He was a
Yeah,
good
he was really
quarterback.
good. Everyone thought like really good things of
Yeah,
him.
like he was a great young quarterback
Yeah.
on the rise or whatever.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's the difference between winning a Super Bowl and not
No, I agree.
that one position.
I
I'm not saying
agree.
Aaron Donald.
Well, no, even more
is
than
the
that. Look
guy.
at Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
One of the
Well,
they had 3 Hall of Famers on defense. They had a great receiving core. I don't think they had a running back yet, but anyway, they have Jameis Winston, and they're like they're not even touching a Super Bowl. And then they get Tom Brady, and they
just
win.
great leadership too.
And they win. Yeah, Tom
That's
Brady.
the thing.
Tom
That's
Brady's
what makes
obviously
him-
not the same as just getting a good QB in the NFL.
He is the system.
Tom Brady.
Yeah.
That's another thing is I think
Like
they had
his
just got a new
leadership is
coach.
just ridiculous.
Speaking of that, I guess Dana White had said that the Raiders were trying to look at,
Yeah.
or no, John
Now we
Gruden
know who
turned
he was
down.
talking about,
Right.
which is dope.
Yeah. Yeah.
Poor Derek Carr, he gets crapped on by everybody.
Dude,
he really
that's
does.
him and Kirk Cousins
a
get
punching
more
bag.
hate than anybody.
Yeah. And
'Cause,
Derek
like,
Carr is a starter,
Dude,
like a
Kirk
good
Cousins
quarterback.
didn't make the top 100, and dude, you gotta
His stats were
His
wasn't they
stats are
better than Matthew
good.
Stafford's?
gotta be.
For
Dude.
sure when
His
they-
stats are good like
Yeah.
every year, and no one cares. He had 33 touchdowns and 7 picks with 4,200 yards.
Yeah.
That's a
I mean,
good year.
That's a Pro Bowl.
If he's on the Titans, they go to the Super Bowl. Ryan Tannehill is terrible.
I don't know if they're beating
That's a
the
hot
Chiefs.
take?
They're not beating the Chiefs last year. I'm
They're
sure.
not?
No.
I don't know, man.
No
I don't
way.
know. Well, okay, I would say
Chiefs,
no.
it's
I
gonna
would
be-
only
it's
say
gonna
no.
It's a new Peyton Manning and Tom Brady with
That's Josh Allen and Pat Mahomes.
that's what I'm saying. It's
Oh,
they're
okay.
the new.
But yeah, I
Peyton
got the
Manning
Bills
and-
winning it this year. I got the Bills winning it. Not a super hot take, I know, but I got the Bills winning it all.
You know who I'm going with? The Packers. I'm
The
saying
Packers?
Aaron finally gets it done.
Listen,
Finally.
as a Bears fan, and I heard a guy on another podcast say this, so I know that, I'm not trying to steal it, but as a Bears fan, the Bears are so bad, and I mean, it's almost like I can only watch a half at a time, and then I have to take a break. I probably won't even watch the
It's
second
the
half.
most boring game to watch.
Or
'cause
they
their
get you, like,
offense-
So excited in the first half, and you're like, they're gonna win. This is
Yeah.
great. And then
They
the
always
second half
have, like,
comes
a
and they
good-
just get absolutely
Or
murdered.
they do bad in the first half and then they like go 5-2.
Yeah,
And,
I
like,
don't
they-
know. I don't know. They're
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 weird.
so hard to watch. And good luck to Justin Fields, man. I think he's a good guy. I think, I don't know. I don't think he's bad at
Yeah.
football at all. I think anybody on the Bears would suck. But anyway,
He's
as
got
a
like
Bears
2
fan,
more years.
I have 2 football games I look forward to every year, and that is the Super Bowl, obviously, and whatever game Aaron Rodgers chokes in the playoffs. And those are my 2 favorite games of the year.
He did not choke against Tampa Bay. Like, people
Tampa
have
Bay?
gone crazy about Aaron Rodgers choking the playoffs. His
You mean the
playoff
49ers?
No, I'm talking about the year before that. He
Oh.
actually he played better than Brady did that game.
Yeah, that's
He,
fine.
and the
but
thing
they
is,
lost,
and his
that's
coach
what's
did not
happy.
trust him on 4th and goal. To
Oh,
get it
yeah,
done.
yeah,
That
I
was
mean-
stupid.
Yeah, that was dumb.
And
That was
I
dumb.
think people are bashing Aaron Rodgers in the playoff too much. He hasn't had great. Obviously hasn't had great stakes. He only has 1 Super Bowl.
1. 2012 or
2010.
11, 10.
Yeah, and they were like 9-7 that year, and was a wild card team. Barely got in.
Yeah,
With
which
the
just makes
Bears in
sense
the
because
wild
look
card.
at when they have 3
Pretty sure they beat
losses,
the
they
Bears in the wild
freaking
card,
lose in the
too.
first round of the 49ers with Jimmy Garoppolo.
Beat Jay Cutler. Wonder what he's up to
Yeah.
these days.
He's hurt. Wherever he is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, dude, Jay Cutler.
he-
I remember
he had that one
being
stupid
like
year.
13 years old, and they maybe 12, and they signed Jay Cutler to like an extension. I'm like, dude's way better than Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
I remember I'd go to lunch because you guys know like this podcast is basically an extension of your lunch when you're like in middle school.
Oh,
And,
yeah,
like,
the
your 4
lunch table
homies-
arguments.
Your 4 homies are sitting around the
Yeah.
table just getting
That's true.
absolutely heated about
Yeah.
sports. And I was sitting there like, Jay Cutler's way better than Aaron
Yeah.
Rodgers. Everybody's like, you're an idiot.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it turns out I was. And that happens. But yeah, Jay Cutler, he's sitting on a beach hurt somewhere. His thumb's broken or something.
He's got millions in the bank, though.
He's got millions. And dude, he turned out to be a pretty cool guy.
I mean,
But, like-
he's a definition of chill.
Oh yeah, he's the chillest dude
Yeah.
ever.
Like, he does not
He's the chillest
care.
dude ever.
Yeah.
Moving on from, well, I guess we can still get the NFL because as an Alabama fan again, I want to talk about 2 a little bit in the Dolphins.
Yeah. I mean, Waddle and
Waddle, Tyreek, he's got
might be the worst quarterback for a vertical threat because he has such a weak arm. Tua.
Yeah.
Like, but I mean, those
he's got
slant
a
routes,
quick release, and he's got great accuracy. I'm sure that they're working in
They're
different
hyping
ways.
him up.
They're working
so
in a lot of
much.
different ways. I mean, if you watch,
Like
his
when
car-
Tyreek Hill said that he was more accurate than Pat Mahomes, that was a head scratcher. Like, why are you saying that? Stop it.
because it's true.
No, that's stupid. Don't ever put Tua and Patrick Mahomes in the same breath.
Two's better.
until Tua does something.
Two's better.
Maybe Tua. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Tua had a good year. I think the Dolphins are like a 10-7 team. I don't think they're gonna be.
They were that last year.
I mean, they could win the division because it's going to be
Listen.
between them and the Patriots. Oh no, the Bills.
Here's
will win
another
the division.
prediction for
the
the
Bills will win
whiteboard.
that division.
This is my second prediction of the night. The first one was that the Bills would win the Super Bowl. The second one's gonna be the Dolphins win 12 games this year.
Not happening.
Those are my. Just let me make predictions.
No, I'm just saying.
Just let me
that's
make
not
my
gonna
predictions.
happen. That's just
That's
not
2
gonna
more games
happen.
than last year.
That's not.
People
gonna
forget
happen.
also. I think so. Everyone knows about the Dolphins went on a really bad stretch at the beginning of the season. They almost made the playoffs last year because
Yeah, they do.
Tua won like 8 straight games. There was
No,
one.
they had.
there
who
was
did they
one-
have.
They had Jacoby Brissett, who was doing so
No,
bad.
who's the bearded guy?
that was 2 years ago. Ryan Fitzmagic.
That was
baby.
2 years ago.
That was 2 years ago. Last year, Jacoby Brissett came in when Tua was hurt. One game before the streak, the first win of the streak was like this. I want to say it was the win they had in Europe, but I'm not sure. That might have been 2 different teams. I might be mixing stuff up. But regardless, Tua comes in the second half of that game and he's hurt. And because Jacoby Brissett is so bad in that game that they take him out and put in an injured Tua, and Tua wins the game. Then they win 7 more and almost make the playoffs. And people, I've never heard anyone talk about that. I don't understand why, but
Yeah, but I remember people talking about that, and the schedule that they had during the 7-game win streak was god awful.
well, I'm looking
like,
up right now. Let's take a
terrible.
look at it.
Look at the schedule during his 7-game win streak. They probably had like 2 teams over.
Because I think they
500
were the
that they beat.
first team in like history to lose 7 straight and
Yeah,
then win 7
yeah,
straight.
something crazy like that. But I mean, I could maybe see the Dolphins win 12 games. I don't think Tua is their guy. Just don't. But
So they were 9-8, not 10 wins.
yeah, so that'd be a 3-game jump. Is Tyreek Hill worth 3 games?
No, but Tyreek is
So
worth
that's
what?
funny to me because you say that the Chiefs won't miss Tyreek Hill, but in the same breath you say that the Dolphins are a 3-win better team with Tyreek
I was
Hill.
just about to explain why. I think Tyreek is 1.5, and a healthy Tua for the year is another 1.5.
Okay.
That's what I think.
But the Chiefs don't lose anything with Tyreek Hill because Tyreek Hill is
think
such
Andy
a
Reid-
vertical threat, a top 3 wide receiver,
Okay.
and such a vertical threat that he makes Travis Kelce so much better. Because now you can't double team Travis Kelce because you're so worried about the safety's going to creep over to Tyreek Hill every single time because of how much of a vertical threat he is and how easily he can get into the backfield. So that just leaves Travis Kelce in one-on-ones, which
Oh,
he
definitely helps.
throws
I
all
mean,
day.
Who they signed Juju.
Yeah,
That's
that's a
That's it.
B guy. No, they got someone else, but
That's
I
a
don't know
slot
his
guy
name.
though. Changes the field.
He's not Tyreek freaking
He's
Hill.
not Tyreek Hill, but I'm saying that
Tyreek Hill is a beast.
between Andy Reid, Pat Mahomes, it's a very skilled offense. It's skilled enough to win 12 games
Yeah, I agree.
without Tyreek Hill.
But I'm not. I don't
That's
think
my
they're
argument.
I don't know
Okay,
if they're
so
winning the Super Bowl.
The only place we disagree with that is you think they they won't be able to win a Super Bowl.
I think
without
they
him.
will take a step. Their offense will take a step back with Tyreek Hill. They didn't win a Super Bowl last year with Tyreek Hill.
They've been to
and
like
they
4.
for sure won't.
You can't. They can't
without
win
him.
every year. They
You
get
gotta-
close
I mean,
every year.
it's not happening.
They get close every year.
The Bills are going to be better.
I just picked the Bills to win the Super Bowl, so I agree.
So you just think
But I don't think it's because of Tyreek Hill. I think the Bills were very close to, probably arguably were a better team last year, even though they lost in OT.
absolutely not.
First of all, you give the Bills a possession.
Okay, well the thing that's funny is Stephon Diggs that game had a horrible game. Like he had 3 receptions for 7 yards that game. So they did have their best receiver play terrible,
and they
they
went
still
to
almost won. And
they went to OT. They changed the rule
yeah.
for them because
Yeah.
the Chiefs got the ball, scored.
they
game
changed
over.
the rule.
Yeah,
Oh really? About time. They should just do college football anyways. I don't know if they changed.
college
it to
football's the
that.
best
It's
overtime.
not even close.
Well, now they changed
now
it
they
too.
did it to
for the 2-point conversions from
Yeah.
3 on.
I kind of like it.
That
though.
Auburn Alabama game,
Yeah, that
when
was
they were doing
amazing.
2-point conversions back and forth,
That was
it
amazing.
was so entertaining, dude.
Yeah, that was cool.
But I don't. Though it's just so weird because it's not like, oh yeah, Auburn's better now because they got a 2-point conversion. Like it doesn't really.
It's kind of luck.
But yeah.
Yeah.
It's not. It's like
But
one.
that makes I don't know.
But
that
like when
makes
you
it
get
so
that part of the
unpredictable
game,
that
I
it's
guess
good.
Alabama had a lot of
Yeah.
chances to win and they didn't. So I guess
And
you go
after
like
that
that.
Auburn game, I was just like so heated. Remember, I was saying like I hate this Bama team. There's
Bro,
no
you said
shot,
that after every game.
no shot against Georgia
Oh,
because
yeah.
they would piss me off
They're
because
so
they would play
bad.
with every single team. They'd play with their food.
So anyway,
And-
the Dolphins won 7 straight games, fresh off after being 1-7, losing they won their first game because I remember Mac Jones played Tua the opening day.
Yeah.
It was super cool, and the Dolphins ended up winning by 1 point. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 17-16.
Who was their 7-game win streak? Who
Yeah,
did they
so that's
play?
what I was about to get into. Is there seven games in a row? All right.
Yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
They won 7 straight games.
Yeah, and
Just
they're
keep that in
trash.
mind.
They're trash teams.
Just keep that in mind.
Come on, say it.
The first one was the Houston Texans.
Woo,
Who
worst
everybody
team in
know.
the league.
Had a really good team last year.
Yeah.
Second was the Baltimore Ravens. And Lamar
Decent,
Jackson.
okay.
So
I don't know what were they 10-7 last year? They took a step back.
yeah, that's why they haven't
Yeah.
extended Lamar yet, because they're not sure about him. I
Dumb.
guess. Yeah,
Dumb.
you gotta extend that guy.
Dumb.
Who you gonna get?
So stupid.
Who you gonna get?
So stupid. Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's terrible.
That actually he's such a good leader too.
Great. Everyone loves
Yeah.
him. He's a hero
That's
in
ridiculous.
Baltimore. Everybody wears 8 in
Who
Baltimore.
who else are you gonna get?
You're not. The Jets.
You can get Antonio Brown. I hope the Ravens get Antonio Brown. That'd be awesome.
Dude, why not?
I need him in the league.
Why not?
Yeah, just
Did
he's
you
gonna
see
do
what-
something else so
speaking
stupid.
of that guy, did you see what he tweeted
Uh-uh.
about? So, dude compared him. Like, I'm not gonna worry about it.
He probably compared
But
himself
anyway,
to Jesus or something.
The next 3 were the Jets, the Panthers, and then the Giants.
Wow, very very impressive.
Right after that was the Jets again. and that was their 7th win.
That might be the worst 7-game schedule I've
And they
ever
won
heard
all
of.
of them. What are you
Yeah,
gonna
win
do?
the games you're supposed to win. I
Two,
guess.
two let them there.
Win the
Almost
game
made the
you're-
playoffs.
Win the games you're supposed to win.
They ended their last 3 with losing to the Saints was the last win. Okay, there you go. So they beat the Jets.
Saints are solid.
They beat the Saints for their 7th win, lost to the Titans, and then beat the Patriots again in their last game to finish 9-8. So they had a winning
man.
record last season with I think Toomas 4 games, maybe more, at least 4 games, and then I think he played like the very beginning of one, and then so he had a start, but then he ended up leaving.
The one thing
injured.
that's so weird about the Dolphins is how they would take 2 out mid games. Remember that?
with Fitzmagic,
Yeah.
that was 2 years
That
ago.
was
Yeah,
so dumb because you got to just bank on that guy and just have him go through those games. I think that stunted
It was
his
super
growth
weird.
a little bit. Like you
because
gotta,
they were like,
you drafted him, just let him go through those growing pains, and then he'll be better from it. Don't just take him out and be a 9-8 team without Tua, because you're not winning a Super Bowl with Fitzpatrick. That's not happening. So you might as well just develop Tua more, and maybe lose like 3 more games, but he's developing, getting better.
yeah. I mean that was
That
weird
was
because it
dumb.
was like they drafted him, and then it was just like they were almost like resented that they did. They were like, I don't
Yeah.
know if we even really want
Yeah.
him. It was just it
The
was a
thing
weird
about
thing.
what that does to Tua's confidence,
And then that
because
team
he feels
that
like
team
now
won
I
10
can't
games
make
for
a
sure.
mistake. I'm sure.
That team won 10 games for sure,
Yeah, they did, and they made.
and they made the playoffs. And Fitzmagic played in the wild card game, and that was it. He didn't play again. I think he played somewhere.
It's so
else,
weird.
maybe.
I mean, think about what that does to Tua, though. His confidence and everything. He's probably terrified to make a mistake.
This is Black Raspberry LaCroix. I'm saying that on here because
For
If we ever get big-
Andrew Tate. I don't drink sparkling water though, so he'd be mad at me.
you say
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking
You don't know how he likes sparkling water? And he says like, if you don't, why are you scared of bubbles?
about. No, but my girlfriend Bree, she's sitting over here, but she cannot stand carbonation.
I can't.
So
I
he would
can't
say- he
either
would
when
say-
it's water.
She's not an adult. Like you can't even talk to her. That's what he would say.
It's gross. Just drink water. Drink normal water.
Yeah, I mean, I like the. For
Who
me,
wants
it's
to
just
drink water
indifferent.
from a can?
I've had over a gallon of water today. It's the end of my day. Doing a pod. Just like a little extra something in there, a little flavor, a little kick to it.
Drink a Coke Zero then.
I'm a grown man, so that's why I drink
Drink a
LaCroix.
Coke Zero.
Maybe when I'm a kid wearing wife beaters, I'll start.
I'm wearing a wife beater every single podcast. I'm just
Anyway,
gonna rotate colors. Like I have like literally 30 wife beaters in 15 different colors. So I'm just gonna do it and then restart the cycle.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, hey man, more power
I'm
to
blacked out today.
you. Yeah,
I got the vapes on.
yeah. You got the Connor vibes with them tucked in, the McGregor vibes.
It is tucked in.
Beater
I didn't
tucked
do
in.
that. It's meant to be.
Yeah.
Hey, Connor is top G.
Anyway, so I was gonna tell you about this quote from AB Antonio Brown.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna read this out to everybody listening. But my biggest regret in my career doesn't involve calling my GM a cracker, or showing up to a Raiders camp late in a hot air balloon with
Oh,
frozen
man.
feet, or throwing rocks at that UPS driver. And it definitely doesn't involve taking my shirt off and doing a
Oh, my-
victory lap around the Jet Stadium mid-game while throwing up deuces.
So he just described himself as a lunatic.
But he said none
Before
of that.
you
No,
went-
he doesn't regret any of that. Is what he's saying.
Yeah.
My
Oh,
biggest
my
regret
goodness.
is that I'll never get to see me, Antonio Brown, play a game live. Sure, I can watch the game
that's
afterwards,
legendary.
but I can't imagine what that was like for you all to see something like that, like watching the Beatles or Jesus perform at Red Rocks.
I said he's gonna compare himself to Jesus before. I haven't seen that quote. And I said I bet he compares himself to Jesus.
In the same podcast?
Yes.
You said he's going to compare himself to Jesus
Yes.
earlier in this podcast.
Yes.
No, you did not.
Yes. We'll look back at the tape. I promise you, I said it. I said he's gonna compare himself to Jesus or something. I'm that's awesome.
Well, that's what he said.
Is
And the caption is sincerely AB.
dude. He's got to get a therapist.
It's his biggest regret.
This is. I hope they talk about that on First Take. 'Cause
I'm sure
I just
they
want to
did.
see Stephen A. go off.
I don't know where I saw that. How
Was
long
it,
ago is
like-
this article
Was
from?
there? Where?
It's from it's 12 days old. This article.
Hmm.
I thought it was like not long ago, but I guess time flies.
Sign him, Ravens. Especially after that. Apparently, Lamar Jackson wants him.
Lamar
He's
Jackson?
that desperate because they can't get any receivers for him, so he wants Antonio Brown.
Because no one wants to live in Baltimore.
Yeah, that's true.
No
I
one wants
would
to live
not
in
want to live
Baltimore.
there either.
So moving on, currently playing in the WNBA, the Sky and the Liberty are playing. Chicago Sky.
Sweet.
Anyway, let's move on.
Yeah, I don't want to clown. Just stop it.
That was the joke, is
I
that
know, but I just
we brought it up
I would
and
get canceled already.
we brought it up and then we're moving on.
Yeah.
Battle in New York right now. Yankees and Mets are playing right now.
This is the part of the MLB season I could care less. I just want the playoffs to start rolling in.
Really?
Like it's so long. The season is so long. Like it's
Yeah, 160
like, I
games
don't
is very
even.
long.
Yeah.
It's very long. And then you're sitting at...
Dad watched
so here's what's
every
weird.
single game of 2016. That's impressive.
Yeah,
Every single game
that's
he
crazy.
watched. Which I don't even know how you do that.
I couldn't do that.
No.
2016, I guess, is the year to do it. They won over 100 games.
Well, the thing that's sad is what I think is gonna happen with sports.
Every single game that
Because
comes,
of
by the way, guys.
Instagram and stuff.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna actually watch games now. I feel like that's what's gonna head towards.
Yeah.
Everybody's just gonna watch clips and highlights, and like the ratings will just keep going down. Besides the Super Bowl, everybody watches the Super Bowl.
Dude, by the way, I just learned this. I was talking to my cousin playing video games the other day, but so you remember? I don't know. Shout out to Penguins on YouTube. That dude is funny.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I love that guy.
Cameron showed me this video from Penguins, and it was this guy in Japan, I think, and they were making a reality show. And he
Yeah.
thought he won this game show, but
Yeah.
in actuality, he was on a reality show where they just filmed him,
Naked.
basically tortured him and filmed
Yeah.
it. And anyway, Philip was telling me that has more views than, like the Super Bowl, like three
Yeah.
huge things, like the finals, the Super Bowl, and something else combined. More people watched that dude open ramen from a coupon.
Japanese people are built different.
That is insane. Dude stayed the whole time.
That is actual
so if you
reality
don't know what I'm
show.
talking about, I guess I'll Google it.
That's
But
awful though.
so
That was.
I guess
brutal.
you watch more than me, so I guess just go over the gist of what it was.
So, I mean, I could be totally wrong, but what I remember is he had to like get people to like donate to him or something, and like
No, I think he had to turn in like chances to win like
yeah,
raffles
something like that.
until he won 10 grand.
And they would have people show up to his door with like food, and then be like, "Nah, sorry, this was the wrong door," and then to go like somewhere else. So they would just like tempt him with it.
So
Like it's rough.
but yeah, so
Dang, it's already 8:47. Bro.
yeah. Nasubi. Nasubi? Is that right? Well, I guess that's fast. 8:47, but yeah, Nasubi. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, Google Nasubi. That's Nasubi. Nasubi, dude. But it's
At your own risk.
dude. It's the craziest thing, dude.
It's crazy how it's not illegal, but I don't know what Japanese rules are.
They locked this dude up for over a year. And also, it's super.
And completely naked the whole time. No, that he actually won clothes.
He won clothes eventually.
That's so. I don't like laughing, but it's just ridiculous.
Oh yeah, dude. And dude, like gradually, because you gotta think, like he's not talking.
He
to
was
anybody.
isolated, completely isolated.
So gradually, throughout this time, he just gets crazier. He is like.
Yeah. Every time someone knocks, he gets ridiculously excited because he just doesn't see anybody.
Yeah, and he tries to talk
Ever.
to them for a long time.
Yeah.
Dude,
It's super sad,
if
dude.
if you don't want to be sad, don't look it up.
Yeah.
Well, we gotta do something to raise the spirits here before we cut out.
We have to do what?
We gotta do something to like raise the spirits a little bit before we dip out.
Well, we can make fun of the WNBA.
All right, let's see what's going on in the WNBA.
Hey, I saw that Sue Bird like got like her some number of double doubles. It was like
Yeah.
such a low amount of double doubles.
She like what broke the
Yeah, it was
women's
like
record?
5.
No, it wasn't.
It was something so low. I was like, this is ridiculous. It's like, do they literally play 4-minute games?
Let's look that up.
It's crazy, dude.
Sue Bird double.
I was
Become-
watching today when Brittany Griner said
No,
that
so
could-
she just was the oldest player to ever get a double. That's what it was
Oh. I was seeing.
at 41.
Remember when Brittany Griner said she could beat DeMarcus Cousins in a 1-on-1? Like prime DeMarcus Cousins.
Yeah, and her own,
Averaged
and her own
26
coach
and
was like,
10 was a straight beast.
dude, her own coach.
Yeah, he
if you
said,
guys
I'll
seen this,
sell my house and
Yeah,
bet everything.
he's the coach
on-
for UConn.
Yeah.
He said, yeah, he said he'd sell his
I'll go
house,
to the
but
bank,
that clip
sell
is
my house.
hilarious. Yeah, I'd go to the bank.
Yeah.
I'd sell my house, go to the bank, take out all the money I have,
Yeah.
and put it all on DeMarcus Cousins.
And then
the
Brittany
camera
Griner was like, yeah, this just fuels it. And she sounds like a man. It's creepy.
oh yeah, she believes it.
I wonder.
So,
are they getting her back
let's
from
just-
Russia?
I think after looking at the news articles for, if you just Google WNBA, click on news. The first one is Dennis Rodman says he's going to Russia to help WNBA star Brittany Griner. I know Putin well.
Sure he does.
I'm sure
He broke the
does.
ice with Kim Jong Un.
Uh,
If anybody can get Brittany Griner, him. it's him.
If anybody on planet Earth can
It would
get
be
Brittany Griner
yeah.
out of jail, it is
Yeah.
Dennis Rodman.
Yeah.
I'm in on that.
Yeah.
Dennis Rodman can get her. He'll get her out tomorrow,
Yeah.
dude. This is a day ago that he said that. Brittany, you're
They're
coming home
already in
tomorrow.
Russia right now, in negotiations.
He's not even in negotiation. He's just having a beer with Putin.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I'll get her out. Don't worry about it. She'll be on the plane home with you.
There's something about him, I guess. Kim
Dude.
Jong Un loves him, and they play basketball together. It's
Yeah, so
amazing.
basically, if you Google it, all this stuff is about Dennis Rodman or Brittany Griner.
Yeah.
And
What other news would there be? I'm sure they had their finals already.
hey,
it seems
the
like they
good
have
thing
their
about
finals
this,
like 3 times a year. It's so weird. It's
Yeah.
like the NBA finals are on. I'm like,
yeah,
when
it
does
does.
it happen?
Why does it feel like that?
Yeah, if
Every 3 months, it's the
Yeah.
WNBA finals.
it's so it's so weird.
That is so true. Oh man, that's so true. Literally, dude.
Yeah.
It's like every 3 months it's the WNBA finals, and Sue Bird is always in it.
How many teams are in the league? Like 8? It's like Sue Bird has 8 championships. She's pulling a Bill Russell.
Yeah.
There's like 6 teams.
Every couple of months it's the WNBA finals again.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
so-
always so
it's
confused, and
so-
it's on ESPN 2, and I'm flipping through. It's like the WNBA finals. I'm like, okay, what's happening?
It's so true, bro. It's so true. But now everyone knows at least one WNBA player because Brittany Griner got arrested in Russia.
Yeah.
So you guys
Sue
can't
Bird-
win
I guess Sue
that
Bird's
kid that
pretty
runs around with $1 if you can name a WNBA player, bro.
You think more people know Sue Bird than like MLB players? It's starting to get to that point that's sad. Because MLB
How
players,
unknown.
nobody knows them.
Yeah, it's so weird.
They
you
don't market themselves. They don't market the sport.
No.
Baseball to me is like a sport. It's like going to a movie theater. Like it's so much better going to the game. It's so much different.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure it's super fun going to it is going to basketball and football games.
Yeah.
Like baseball, it's so different. Like it's so much better. The difference between watching it on TV and going to the game.
Yeah, there's a big difference.
is
Well, you gotta
a
think,
bigger
like,
difference than
Think
any
about
other
the
sport.
early 2000s.
It's like it's so much like getting great food like at Wrigley.
Yeah, I know what you're
It's
saying.
so much.
I know what you're
different.
saying. The
It's like
environment
that
makes the game.
Yeah.
But like you go like the early 2000s, and those dudes were like national heroes.
Yeah.
You got like Sammy Sosa, Mark McGuire.
If
they're
only
battling for the
Shohei
home run.
was in
The
league in
entire nation is
2000.
just tuned in to see who's gonna win.
Yeah.
These running around with the flag right after 9/11, like it was
Yeah.
just like everybody rallied around it a
It
little
was
bit more,
America.
and it's gradually just kind of
Yeah.
stepped back.
If only
Um,
like Shohei was in the two. If Shohei Ohtani was like in 1998, he would be Michael Jordan. Like everybody would know who he is.
Oh yeah, I mean what
like
he's
pitching
doing
and
is
hitting.
absolutely insane.
Yeah, it's sad, really.
It's absolutely insane. But yeah, just to wrap it up a little bit, I guess if you could get anything from this podcast, it's that next week is the WNBA finals, and Dennis Rodman's gonna save Brittany Griner.
Yeah, Dennis Rodman. Dennis
Rodman
Rodman
is gonna go
save.
to
Brittany
Russia and save Brittany Griner. He's the only man for the job.
I love those memes on TikTok. That's like, if we were trapped in Russia, how Brittany Griner would sleep. It's like a little baby sleeping.
Really?
Yeah, it's like
She doesn't
we
care.
don't care about you, so why do you care about us?
Yeah.
Or why? Like now you care about us that you're trapped in Russia.
Yeah.
Even though I'm sure she's talked trash about living in America.
Yeah.
So
I have no clue.
don't take advantage of it.
I have no idea.
They don't play in Russia, man. They don't play.
Nope. What a great time to bring in illegal substances in the middle of a war with Ukraine. When the best case scenario is they can steal an American and
Or I
mess
saw
with
this one
America.
TikTok. This was amazing. It was like, remember that COD mission in MW2 where
not the
you're like,
airport.
no, not the airport. You're
Oh, okay.
you're on a mountain, a
Yeah.
snowy mountain, and
Yeah,
you're like
yeah.
climbing. It was like if LeBron got trapped in Russia, where I'd be, and you're just climbing the mountain like you're in Russia. Because I was like, dude, that is me. I'm in Russia climbing mountains. trying to figure out how
Everybody's
to-
booking a ticket.
Yeah,
We're all going to Russia to save
LeBron,
LeBron.
if that was Braun, he's out in a day.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no way.
Well, he's out on a date. I mean, the amount of money he makes in China alone, China would just buy him.
I
Like,
mean,
send him back.
Yeah.
The dude's like untouchable at this point. He's a billionaire basketball player.
The most famous athlete in America
Yeah.
by far.
And probably the world besides like Messi, Ronaldo,
He's
soccer
third.
guys.
Yeah. The king.
The king. And he's coming back for a vengeance this year.
He says that every year. I feel like.
Dude, I've never seen it. I've never
He
seen
did
so
the
many.
Watch King tour.
I've
when
never
he won
seen
the title.
I've never seen
Yeah,
so many clips of LeBron in a summer than this year.
Yeah. No, he's definitely playing.
He's grinding way more this year,
yeah.
and he's 40 years old.
Dude.
Anyway,
Let's see
guys,
how Bryce does. Before we
Bryce?
Bryce is youngest,
Yeah.
15. Or no, he's a daughter.
He's a
young.
tall guy.
Yeah, he's 6'6" at 15.
Yeah.
And he was 5'6" last year.
Yeah.
Love genetics.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Bronny's only like 6'2".
Yeah, he's a facilitator.
Bronny's gonna be good though. Bronny's gonna be good. But Bryce, he
might grow a little bit.
he
a little bit later.
looks like LeBron. Like his
Yeah.
build of them at teenagers. Like he's gonna get to 6'8".
He looks like
and he's
Horace
gonna be
Grant.
built. Yeah.
Those
He's
goggles
gonna
on.
he's gonna be built. They probably don't know who Horace Grant is.
Somebody.
The
out there
only
knows
reason
who
I
Horace
know
Grant
is because of The Last Dance.
Well, they
the
probably
first
watch Last
13.
Dance if they're watching this.
It is the best sports documentary I've ever seen.
Comment how my quads look.
Trash.
Very
He
news.
shaves his legs.
Got to. All right, guys. So we appreciate everybody that tuned in. That marks us at 47 minutes, which is just about as long as the first one.
Yeah. It's
Even
tough to do with 30 minutes.
guys,
You just get rolling.
we came to this one, we're like, oh yeah, we're gonna just do a
Yeah.
quick 30-minute one. Kind of got carried away a little bit, but hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I think that one is a little bit more authentic, and
Definitely
hopefully we'll
better.
get more clips out of that one.
Definitely felt better.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
I was not gonna lie, I was nervous the first podcast, like for the first 10 minutes.
Yeah,
But
so
I felt really good.
I think there was some really funny parts of that one too.
Yeah, for sure.
I think
WNBA every 3 months.
that's gonna be a clip.
Yeah,
That's gonna be a
good.
clip. That was so
Yeah.
funny. But yeah, hopefully this sounds a little better too. Just looking at it down there the whole time, I think I was a little bit louder than you. I don't know if my gain
I
is
think
up,
my mic was farther away on accident. I'll make sure it's closer.
but hopefully it doesn't make too much of a difference.
Alright.
All right, guys. Sorry about that, but we appreciate everybody that tuned in. Like I said, Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, new episodes, clips, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and
All
Saturdays.
Sundays.
Nothing on
The
Sundays.
Sabbath. The Holy
Amen.
Sabbath.
Amen. All right, guys. Later.
See ya.